have your attention for 5 minutes? Obviously, fantastic year. It's the 3rd year we've had the Winter Classic going, so absolutely made up. Fishing for 10 grand first place again, so there's a lot of money at stake. We have moved the pegs around a little bit from the festival the other day, so there's a few more pegs on Warren. You know the net limits, I think it's £60. You do well to catch that today with this cross. We're fishing 11 till 4, fishery only pellets, as you know. Some of the pegs will be a little bit boggy, so you can't walk behind them. Very similar to the 2-dayer, so just be mindful and exercise caution with that. There will be cameras coming round obviously today, so just show them a bit of respect. No need to be rude. If they're in your way, just ask them to kindly move on. I'll probably tell you no, but Andy May's good at that. Other than that, guys, is there any questions?
11 for you.
Yeah, and also massively, this year we've been sponsored by Alkanon, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely changed the event for me to have one of the third biggest European clothing company in angling sports representing the sport and supporters is fantastic. And as a result of that, when you've drawn, you're going to have to play this sensibly, boys, otherwise I'll slow the draw or stop it completely. One at a time, come to me. I'm going to draw your peg. You'll draw your peg, sorry. I'll tell them what peg you're on. Alkanon to give you all like a little snood as well. So everybody that's in the final gets a snood. So that's absolutely fantastic. And can we have a round of applause for the staff behind the bar first? And can we have a round of applause for Alkanon for sponsoring the event? Finally, obviously, as you all know, Brett's better been involved in this, so there's been a lot of money placed on some people. Matt Roseby here, well mate, there must have been some money dropped on your head, pal. So that's absolutely fantastic for getting behind the event. Other than that, boys, let's have a great day, and I wish you all the best of luck. So one at a time, let's go. Wayne Road, 58, Farbank. Cam, 25, Warren. Adam Wakeling, 18, the deeps. Ben Hag, 40, front bag. Tyler Bird, 62, far bank. 63, Rob Swan, far bank. Lee Wright, 46, front bank. Steve Hemingway, 10, the deeps. Steve.
We're here with Lee Kerry. He's an England international. He has won the recent 2-day Silverfish Festival here. This is his 2nd year qualifying in the final. So, tactic-wise,
I love the introduction, mate. That was fantastic.
Was that all right?
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said about me, so I absolutely loved it. Go on, talk about tactics.
Tactics, are they similar to how you fished the 2-dayer?
Probably. I was on Warren for the 2-dayer. This is a shallow side of the lake, and the wind's off our back today.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's really cold. It's an easterly. It's sort of coming across the right shoulder. I think this could be okay. In recent matches, in the 2-dayer, this was rubbish, the worst section by a mile, and over there was rubbish as well. But they've given us a little bit more room because of that, and the wind's off our back. So you never know, it could still be rubbish, but I think there could be a few fish here.
Fancy it for a few.
Well, I just think there could be a few fish. I mean, there's loads of good anglers everywhere, so you know, you just want to be somewhere where you think there's going to be a few fish, and there could be here. So yeah, I'm probably going to think about pellets, which is what I fished on the 2-dayer, and then I'm probably going to have a cast the line short. But I think everyone you interview is going to say pretty much something similar.
Possibly similar, yeah.
So yeah, and I might set a feeder rod up because I love feeder. You know Phil knows.
What would you do with the £10,000 if you won it?
Oh, what would I do? Well, these boys know I'm really frivolous. So, what would I do? I'd probably just stick it in the bank. Is that boring?
Bit
All right,
dull,
okay, I've gone a
dull.
flamboyant holdy. Let's all go on a flamboyant holiday. That sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Absolutely. We'll just go on the best
I'm in.
holiday ever, and we'll just send Rob a postcard. Brilliant.
That's brilliant. Lee Kerry, everyone. We're here with Tyler Bird. He qualified at the Glebe and he also had the biggest weight on the 2-day festival that was recently here. Are you happy with your draw?
I think I've got to fancy my chances. I'm out on a point. It sticks out like 5 metres past everyone. It's only about 6 or 7 foot. Should have a chance. I'll try my best. I had a nice result on Tuesday, which fills me full of confidence. So fingers crossed it all goes to plan.
And if you won the £10,000, what would you spend it on?
I think I'd have to buy myself a van. It's quite tight with my car, but yeah, I think that's what I'd get, a nice van.
Best of luck today,
Thank
Tyler.
you very much. Hope it goes my way. Thank
Hopefully.
you. Cheers.
We're here with Steve Forsyth. He qualified at Aston Park and it's his 2nd year on the bounce now, qualifying for the final. Are you happy with your peg?
Yeah, fairly happy to say. Like I said, probably a week ago, when at beginning of the week when it was a lot better and a bit warmer, you were like £50 off of this peg. So yeah, it's a good peg really.
What sort of tactics are you going for today?
So I just keep it simple today. I'm going to fish pellets out long and then like casters and ground bait short. That's pretty much it really.
Okay.
2 simple lines.
And what would you do with the £10,000 if you won it?
I don't really know, to be fair. Got no in mind at the minute, so
Save it.
just save
Save it for a rainy day.
It'd just be nice to win, wouldn't it?
Well, good luck.
Yep, thank you very much.
We're here with Matt Goffrey. It's his 2nd year on the bounce, qualifying for the final. You fished the 2-day festival as well last week. Snaffled a few as well, didn't you? Are you happy with your draw?
To be honest, no, I don't think it's very good here. We've got an easterly wind straight in our face on peg 8 on Warren. Hard for presentation and freezing cold. So,
Tactic-wise?
you've got to be happy when you get to my age, May, but I'm not happy.
You're not happy?
No, I don't think that's going to be great. That
Not at all. A little bit happy.
I've got a Snickers and a Mars bar. That's about as happy as I'm getting today, I think.
All right. Well, but if miracles happen, what would you spend that £10,000 on?
I'd probably spend some on drugs, some on alcohol, a bit on women, and then waste the rest of it, I think.
Would you buy me a pint?
Yeah, you can have a cider.
Cheers. Cheers. Matt Goffrey, everyone. Good luck.
Cheers, love.
We're with Jamie Hughes. You've won it first 2 years.
I have.
Can you make it a third?
Maybe. I've got half a chance. I've drawn peg 11.
Happy with it?
Reasonably, it's deep enough. I'd have loved it if the wind was any other way.
Right.
If it wasn't an easterly blowing down there, I'd quite fancy it because it'd be nice and calm. But I think it's going to be a low weight job as well. I think it'll be probably £35 will get you in. So I reckon there's a chance for there's a lot more smaller fish up there than anywhere else. So with a bit of luck, we'll catch some of them. Some big brown ones later on, and we'll do all right.
Yeah. Tactic-wise, is it similar to?
Exactly the same. Fish pellets.
Exactly the same.
I'm going to fish pellets out. I think I'm going to fish pellets short as well. I'm going to see how many little fish are getting caught around me.
Yeah.
Whether I fish pellets short or whether I need to fish casters.
Right.
But yeah, I want to catch quality rather than quantity, and hopefully that's enough.
Hopefully that'll be third year on trot.
Bit of luck in it. Nice
Hopefully.
big check.
Yeah. What are you going to spend that 10 grand on?
Not a clue. Give that to the wife and daughter, and they can do whatever they want. But I think it's earmarked for Disneyland, that one.
Disneyland.
Disneyland. But yeah, so fingers crossed we get a chance and catch some fish.
Brilliant. Good luck.
Thank you very much, mate.
We are here with Alan Scoffhorn, 5-time world champion, and I am a fan of that, Alan's. So you qualified at Makins, didn't you?
Yeah, a difficult day. Probably a little bit similar to what today's going to be honest. I don't think I've drawn one of the better pegs, it's a fact.
Not happy with your draw?
No, if it's a really low weight and you're looking at like maybe 25, 30 pound a roach winning, maybe have a chance, but I think I can't see past people with, you know, the wind off the back where they've got some depth. Catching skimmers, they're going to catch some. It's as simple as that.
So tactic-wise, are you playing it by ear or?
I'm just having a day's fishing.
Just
I
having a
am
day's
not
fishing.
going to win from here. I know that for a fact.
But if you do win, what are you going to do with the £10,000?
If I win from here,
Yeah.
you can have it.
You've heard it here, guys. Heard it here, guys.
So if I do win, you can cut that bit out. Oh dear.
Fantastic that Alcanon have got behind this event and sponsored it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Sandra's sponsored a few things, I mean, in the past, but this is probably one of the biggest matches that's is sponsored. I mean, it's a fantastic event. I mean, it's one, you've only got to look round the bank of how many of the top class anglers have qualified for this event, and this is what they want to qualify for, because it is one of the best events on calendar where you're going to catch some fish. I mean, even for myself, I've not drawn best of pegs, but I'm sure I'll get a few bites today and catch a few fish.
All right, well, good luck there, Alan.
I'll need it.
We are here with Andy Bennett, don't need to introduce him. He qualified from Lindo, didn't you? Pipped me.
Just beat you, didn't I?
Just beat me, yeah.
Sorry, mate.
It's all right, love. And then, so yeah, second year on bounce for this final.
Yeah, just missed out last year by 8 ounce, so obviously love to get back one on Jamie after taking the title off me last year. We've got half a decent peg. I have actually won off these two on the November festival, so sort of know what to expect. You know, some of the pegs might be a bit unknown, but I've fished here before, so know how long to wait for bites and stuff like that. Know what sort of stamp of fish are here, so just fingers crossed that it fishes.
So if you won that 10,000, what would you spend it on?
I'd probably have a nice holiday.
Yeah.
But we'll worry about that if we win it.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
We're an hour and 30 minutes into the final, so Warren Lake started off better. People were getting plenty of bites after 5 minutes. You've got Dave Coulson on peg 10, he had a good start, it slowed down a little bit for him. You've got Alex Rimmer, he's caught steady away from the start, and then you've got Steve Foster, he had a slow start, but he started on the feeder, but then he's gone on to the pole and started to snaffle a few, so he's plodding away now. Then you've got Sean Ashby, Matt Page on 28, he's catching quite well as well on there. So we think about £10 on Warren Lake is winning it at the minute. On the main lake, on Lansdowne, it was a slower start for everyone. So Lee Kerry caught a few early doors, but it slowed down for him now. The young lads on the end, Rob Swan and Tyler Bird, they have caught quite well, probably 30 minutes into the match. They've had some nice stamp fish, and then you're moving further down. John Arthur's caught a few on the end peg over there, and then over on the far side on the deeps, Jamie Hughes has had a few. He's not caught a lot, but the stamp he's caught have been a better stamp. And then you've got Andy. Andy's not caught. I haven't seen. He's had a few little dumpy roach, but I've not seen any better stamp that he's caught. And then Steve Hemingway between Jamie and Andy. I'd say he's probably winning that section over there. And then further round down here, Des has had a few early doors, but it's slowed down for him. But we've just made it down here on the pump bank, and it seems to be fishing a lot better. Everyone on this bank down here is getting bites, and I'd probably say who's winning it at the minute, it's a toss-up between Andy May and Lee Wright. You'll see him just behind me now. There were fish for fish earlier, but down here you can tell that the temperature's a lot warmer, so we think that's probably why the guys are catching a bit better. It's a really cold bit of wind, but these guys, you'll see behind me, everyone's netting a fish. There's plenty of bites around here, but it is a toss-up at the minute, an hour and 30 minutes in, toss-up between Andy May and Lee Wright. Right, we're over halfway now, just over halfway, and it's so hard to see who's catching. We'll start over on the deeps. We've got Andy Bennett and Steve Emmingray. They were, when I went over there and I watched them, they were fish for fish, and they were a nice stamp as well. Jamie Hughes on next peg to Steve, he's started to catch as well now. And you come further around the banking, you've got Adam Wakeling, he's started to catch really well short. And then further around, Des Ship's caught, he's not caught loads, but he's caught some really good stamp fish on the feeder. And then you come further around, there's Richard Chapman as well, he started to catch on the pole. Alan Scothorn's just netting a fish now as I speak. When you come round onto the pump bank, you've got Andy May, he's still catching quite regular. Lee Wright's slowed down a little bit, but in general, this bank seems to be fishing a little bit better. I don't know whether it's just because it's a little bit warmer down on this bank. It's still really cold, but it's a touch warmer on this bank over here. So over on the far bank, it's slowed right down. There's only the odd fish being caught over there. You've got the Warren Lake behind me. You'll see Matt Page over on the point over there. He's admitting to 20 odd skimmers. He's plodding away. He's not catching very fast, but they're a better stamp. And then further round on the far point, you've got Sean Ashby. He's catching pretty regular, but the stamp's only quite small, but he's still putting fish in the net. And then coming further round, you've got Steve Foster's, and he's admitted to 20 odd skimmers probably half an hour ago, so he's had a few more than that since, so he's probably pushing it, him and Matt Page on that lake, but Alex Rimmer's just started to catch a few. So this match is so hard to call that there are so many in contention of that £10,000. It's exciting. I'm looking forward to the weigh-in. 15 minutes. It's starting to rain, so we need to get the cameras under cover. But at the minute, we reckon it is between Andy May and Des Ship. They're both admitting to about £30, but there are a few that are close as well, chasing them. So who knows? And on the Warren's Lake, we reckon Steve Forster or Matt Page, they're both admitting to about £30. But again, there's some of us on the lake that will be pushing that as well. So who knows? Let's go see what the scales say.
38.
£8. Go, yeah, this could be our new leader.
Double. 43.4.
£43 4 ounce, so new leader.
£35.12.
No! I'd rather. I've nearly swore on the live feed. Yeah, we have a still. I'd prefer 27. 27.10 for Des Ship.
Well done, Stephen.
Steve, I got five, please, mate.
Cheers, Steve.
Wow. That is a good weight. Might be enough.
That's right. I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's got a chance. He's just lost his strength after like 20 minutes. Go on, Andy. Andy, don't go in.
Let's just wait there for the official call, folks. This is the big weigh-in for Andy May. £12.
Catch up there. £45.
Wait, picture Andy. Wait for the final call, folks.
45. Hey, you're right. £45 Sorted?
Yeah. So folks, I'm going to do the presentation obviously for the 2024 Winter Classic final, and I'm sure you'll agree it's been a massive success again, and I really appreciate all the support you guys have shown to this competition over the last 2 years. First off, obviously, I think it's fantastic that we've got the golf club here that's supported this event and also the event previous to that. I think it just adds a little bit of prestige to this event, so let's give them a round of applause because they've been brilliant. Now, one thing I want to touch on this year is obviously last year and the year before that we had no sponsorships for this event. I never expected in my wildest dreams that Alcon Hunt'd back the event, and obviously you all saw this year they got behind it. I'm absolutely over the moon. Just spoke to Sandra and it looks like next year we're going to be able to do that again and move forward. So massive round of applause for Alcon Hunt. It's massive. So folks, a lot of money to give out here. I'm going to call them out and then Sandra's going to give you the money. And if you can come to Sandra, walk towards, so coming from this side and walk away towards the cameras towards Barry. So let's keep it that simple. It's nice and easy for the cameras then. We're going to start with second in the section. So these are going to pick up 157 quid for second in sections. We'll then go on to first in sections, which is 285 quid. Then we'll take it from there, folks. But also worth mentioning is every section winner, which is brand new and I think it's phenomenal. Compliments of Alcon Hunt as well as the snooze that you got this morning. All the section winners are going to get these lovely little trophies. So absolutely brilliant little keepsake. And on top of that, after the top 5 of the frame, Alcon Hunt very generously give you all a hoodie, same as this little beauty that I'm modelling here. You can obviously put your designs in there. So that's for the 5 after the main frame. So 5th to 10th place. So let's get on with it. Second in section, Section A, the deeps with a weight of £25.12, peg 9, Andy Bennett. Section B, the deeps. Bagger's just totally ignored the way we said to go round, so just so you know. First go, obviously he's from Manchester, so we will let him off a little bit. But unbelievable, man. Section B, the deeps. Peg 20, £26 free. Picking up £157, Tom Scoley. Section C, with a weight of £27 8 ounce, peg 25, 157 quid, Gary Pook. We'll keep that one then, that's the holiday fund. Section D, pump bank, 157 quid, peg 49, 29.12, Richie Reynolds. Sean will take that one for him. Come on, Sean. Section E, on the far bank, peg 63, weight £29 4 ounce, picking up 157 quid, Rob Swan. Now, I'm not sure this lad's here. Section F, Warren, second place, 157 quid, Chris Wells, £30 10, peg 4. No. Section G, Warren, second, 157 quid, peg 27, absolute flyer. Matt Page, 29.2. 22.9, sorry, coming in behind you. Well done, Matt. Well done, mate. So we're moving on to first in sections. And obviously you also get your... You might want to move to there and Sandra give them one hand, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. So you're picking up a lovely little medal and 285 quid. Section A from the deeps with a weight of £30 and 8 ounce from the 11, peg 11, Jamie Hughes. Thank you very much. Section B, the deeps, with a weight of £29, peg 15, picking up 285 quid and trophy, little trophy, Leon Hardwick. Do you want to get that for him, Steve? Another one that's scarpered. Yeah. Naughty that, isn't it? Naughty. Section C, the deeps, with a weight of £27, 10 ounce, peg 24, 285 quid, Des Ship. Section D, the pump bank winner, £285 from peg 46, with a weight of £35, Lee Wright. Sorry, I'm chewing on ice cubes here, went in my mouth. Section E, 4-bank winner with a weight of £32 6 ounce from Peg 52, picking up 285 quid, Johnny Arthur. Section F on Warren with a weight of £35 2 ounce from Peg 16, 285 quid, Sean Ashby. Sorry, Sandra. Yep. And last for the section winner from Warren, section G, picking up 285 quid with a weight of £22 14, Peg 21, Brandon George. So then, folks, we're moving on to 10th place. They're all going to get a lovely bespoke Alken Hunt hoodie. In 10th place from Peg, oh, I've missed the Peg off, but you know who he is. Jamie Hughes, £30 8 ounce.
If I see you after, we can fill it in, or you can fill it in, or just ring on it, whichever. Because you can have whatever colours you want, you see, so you can have it with all your logos now.
Coming in on 9th place with a weight of £30 10 ounce from Peg 4 Warren. He's not here, but it's Chris Wells. I'll sort that out, yeah. Yeah, Chris Wells. In 8th place from Peg 52 4-bank with a weight of £32 6 ounce, getting obviously one of the bespoke hoodies again, John Arthur. Seventh place with a weight of £35 from Peg 46 on the pump bank, Lee Wright. And last for the Alken Hunt hoodies, coming in just out of the frame. And it is worth noting, folks, that we've had 4 weights on £35, so it shows you how close it's been. But coming in 6th place with a weight of £35 2 ounce from Peg 16 Warren, getting the last of the Alken Hunt hoodies is Sean Ashby. Extra large. Not about me. Not about me. It needs to be a couple of X's below that, mate. Right, going on to the main frame. So 5th place with a weight of £35 12 ounce from Peg 19 the deeps, and picking up £1,000, Richard Chapman. No, we don't get that. We're only giving them to third. You don't get one. It's third place yet. It's all right. Yeah. It's all right. No, you don't have one. Sorry.
It's all right.
4th overall with a weight of £35 14 ounce from Peg 27 the deeps, picking up 1,500 quid, Matty Dawes. Well done, Matty. Yeah, yeah, you can get one now. So 3rd overall for the 2024 Winter Classic final with a weight of £36 dead from Warren, Peg 5, picking up £2,500, Steve Forster. Second overall, with a weight of £43 4 ounce from Peg 18, the deeps, picking up £4,500, Adam Wakeling. Right then, folks, so this year's 2024 champion, and just before I announce who it is, we know who it is, but this guy, when I got back into fishing a couple of years ago, was absolutely instrumental in helping me out, and got loads of time for him. And would you believe this festival, well, this competition was actually when we were drunk, wasn't it, mate, at Docklow? That's how it started. So, obviously a lot to thank him for. Absolutely made up he's won it with a weight of £45 4 ounce from Peg 47, the pump bank, And this year's 2024 Winter Classic final champion, picking up 10 grand, Andy May. Well done, pal. Thank you very much. So right then, folks, I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely made up, mate.
Not as made up as me, guys. All them tokens, oh, mate, I am chuffed to bits.
Mate, I mean, you've come close last year was a bit of a... You've qualified every year, haven't you? But you've been at Coopers, you've been on here this year, mate. Yeah. And then this year you've qualified, come straight through again. Qualified relatively early, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was second one. Second one at Sherwood. Yeah, Sherwood. On the Waggler.
Mate, and I've told you before, this competition started when me and you were drunk at Docklow.
Yes, it did.
So absolutely grand start there, mate.
It's not like me to drink, though. I don't drink as much anymore, folks.
I drink for enough for a pair of us, mate, so don't worry about that.
Fair play, guys, come on.
Talk us through it then, mate. Where have you drawn?
Yeah, so I've drawn peg 47 on, is it the Pump Bank it's called?
Pump Bank.
I've not been here loads. Obviously, really, really happy with where I drew because Jamie won a 45 last year and the win was exactly the same.
Yeah.
So when we got there, I had a quick word with Lee Wright, who was next to me, and he's saying he really fancies it as well. Got a load of information off Jay, as you do. He said, Andrew, just fish pellets. Don't fish casters, don't fish maggots, just fish pellets.
Did you fire any maggots? Did you fire any maggots?
I only put 3 pints in, guys. So I had to, you know what I'm like, folks, I've got to do like a natural swim. So I did one, I started off on the top, getting 3 sections on, because I thought, get them fish short, get a few roach in that. But I didn't have a bite for 20 minutes. And both Lee and Richie Reynolds' other side, they were catching a bit further out. So I put a section on, put some ground bait in, started welling loads of casters in, and it was one a chuck. So I probably stayed on that a little bit too long because it was so good.
Yeah.
And then these just gone long and started catching a few skimmers and what have you. And I'd big potted a load of micros in at 40.5, 150 mil pot. That's my phone, I think, mate. Sorry.
It's all right.
150 mil pot.
Congratulating you.
I know, I will be. But then I've been pinging sort of like dozen to 15 4 mils over the top, softened down 4 mils. Give it a good hour and a half before I tried it. And it was just steady weight. It was never solid, but steady weight. And they were like decentish fish, like 12 ounce to a pound and a half.
Yep.
And then I've come back on the short line. That was amazing. I could have stayed on that short line, guys. I had an amazing day's fishing and not won anything. But you know what I mean? It's one of them. Jamie in my head, Andrew, go on the pellets. That's what I got.
But you have one, mate. You have one.
Mate,
and
so tough.
To be honest, mate, from the beginning, as we've been walking around, we've had people walking the banks trying to keep an eye on it. You've pretty much been in the lead, I think, from what we've said. On the live feeds that you're watching, you've pretty much been the leader, I think, from the beginning. You went off like a steam train. I know you're saying you had a quiet spell, but everybody as we were walking around was saying, Andy May's winning, Andy May's winning. For me, what was exciting is 1 minute it was Andy May's winning, then it was Waco, then somebody else would say, then Alex Rimmer said he got £27 when you were remitting to £25.
Do you know what I'm like with weight, so guys? I haven't got a clue, but obviously like Lee Wright, you know what I mean? It was like ding dong battle until, sort of like last half an hour.
You were going like fish for fish.
Yeah. And obviously Waco, I could see Waco because Rich Chapman, who was next to Waco, was my marker. And obviously I was looking up at him and I could see Waco catching, you know what I mean? And like, when he's weighed 43 pounds, I didn't think I'd anywhere near that. But, the little babby ones just, they weigh up, guys. And
10 grand, mate.
Oh, mate, I'm so chuffed, especially what's happened the last day, so. But there you go, so that'll go towards that, but yeah, amazing.
And mate, this year, obviously, bigger and better event. We've had Bresbet involved.
Oh, yeah.
We've had Alcanunt sponsor the event. It's got to be positive, hasn't it, forward for that. For me personally, obviously, I'm biased. It's my baby, but I think that this is the #1 silverfish event in the country.
Oh, without a doubt. There's nothing comes close to it, guys. It's absolutely superb, and it's testament to obviously the people that are in the final today. It was like a who's who, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? England internationals, blooming
fish show,
ridiculous,
mate.
Yeah, fish show champions,
mate.
Maybe champions. It's just
forget
ridiculous.
them. It's all about you today, pal.
Oh, mate, you know it's all about me. Come on, me. No, it's so good.
Well done, Andy.
Cheers, guys.
What are you going to spend the money on?
I'm not. The kids are getting it, mate. Well, Rich and Jay are getting a little bit, but then the kids are having it.
Well, mate, well done and congratulations again.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah!